everybody. Welcome back to the Youtini Show, your one-stop shop for all things going on in Star Wars. I'm Eric here tonight with Wes and Oz, and we got a ton to go over, most of which dropped today, because the Mandalorian and Grogu trailer has dropped, along with a stunning new poster. A new Starfighter set pick sends us to the Mediterranean Sea. Rebuild the Galaxy has finally brought Revan to our screens, amongst a bunch of other lovely things and pieces of the past, and Star Wars Unlimited spoiler season continues. But to start us off tonight, Star Wars movies are back in a big way. For the first time in 6 years, we have an official new trailer for a Star Wars feature film. The Mandalorian and Grogu released their full trailer this morning, and it is a ton of fun. Mando and Grogu take center stage, of course, and the tone definitely leans into the adventure, serial, campy nature of the 50s and 60s, which is evident not only by the trailer, but also by this stunning new poster. Fellas, before we get into the details of the whole thing, what did you think about our first Star Wars movie trailer since The Rise of Skywalker?
Well, you liked
Excellent.
it?
Oz is giving a thumbs
Yes.
up on somewhat of an audio
Well done,
medium.
well done,
Great.
well done. So I have the official, unofficial trailer playing in the background here if you wanted to watch. But
is it official or unofficial? I'm confused.
For Star Wars and Disney Plus, or Disney itself and Lucasfilm, it is unofficial. So
okay.
Thought it was great.
There we go.
Like you said about the poster itself, we could pull it up later, but the poster reminded me of like not even 1950s, like 1920s, like old like horror monster movie. I was thinking Reefer Madness just because of the green that was in it.
Yes.
That's such a great call out.
But yeah, I thought it was like we were talking in Slack earlier today, like we were thinking there was gonna be some kind of like tie-in somewhere, but it is predominantly the Mandalorian and the seasons that it came with, and that is it. And from what we see here in the actual trailer, but there are lots of aliens. So it's not just humanoid figures. There is lots and lots of aliens, and this like picture of the AT-AT is like falling off the cliff is amazing. CGI, but still, I mean, of course, you can't do it for real. Budget constraints and whatnot, but yeah, super cool.
Yeah, I dig it. Yeah, the poster, I know y'all are calling out all these specific things, but like specifically, it's a Drew Struzan is the idea, who painted a lot of iconic posters. He did them for the prequel trilogy, and I think he did some for the original. He did Indiana Jones. He did the Goonies. He's the GOAT. Unfortunately, he's 78 years old and battling Alzheimer's, so they can't bring him out of retirement to do a new one. So it's not quite to his level, but it's like, it's like comparing a high school player to Jordan. You just can't do it.
Yeah. Right.
It's really cool. I love the vibe. I have been the biggest hater of just the idea of this movie. Because I was not a big fan of Mando 3. I have been on public record for that a lot. I liked the footage they showed at Celebration. I love this trailer. I was really like almost disappointed is a bad word, because like I like to be happy about things, but I was like, it's just that it was like, I'm disagreeing with my past self. I'm changing my opinion, and I don't like that, because it implies that I was maybe wrong at one point. This looks dope. Yeah, like you said, there's a lot of aliens. We've got the Anzellans. I doubt that's actually Babu Frick, because we saw them in Mando 3, I think.
Yep, there was some in there already.
And we've got, I think there was an Utai in there, if I'm not mistaken, one of the other species from Utapau that we see in the Clone Wars.
Amazing.
Sorry, I'm maybe getting too deep cut for the
full
Youtini
sicko.
show.
It's happening.
Zeb is in there, although I don't think he was in the trailer, was he?
Yeah, he had that little flip that he did.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got Garazeb Aurelios. We've got Swole Hutt. We've got allegedly that is Stinky himself, played by Yes Chef.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I'm right there with you, Oz, honestly, where I didn't love the idea of this film, because I also was pretty let down by Mando Season 3. Like, I need to go back and watch some of the older ones, maybe, because it really did kind of color my perception of some of the older stuff and the storylines and things like that. But this trailer, I thought, really did a great job because it understood the tone that it was going for. That for the first time since its announcement, I feel like everything from the way it's cut, from the humor, the music, the action shot choices, the font. They changed the logo now, so this is not the Mandalorian font anymore. Mandalorian and Grogu is now, it's like angular with a little bit more of a, again, that classic Struzen adventure style. Landon says in our chat, reminds me of Indiana Jones. I'm like, yeah, I almost felt it was more of an Indiana Jones trailer than it was Mandalorian. Like, it felt like this is your adventure of the week. We are going to go and fly out of planes and have, like, I half expect the Razor Crest to be, which is back, a different model, obviously, because of the paint job and because the other one got atomized. But the fact that we're going to see the Razor Crest with like, that little red line from Raiders, I feel like that's the vibe I got.
Like they're going to show the galaxy map, like the one that we all got at Celebration, with a little dashed line as he's traveling through the. that would be.
I'm all right with that.
Honestly, kind of awesome.
I'm all right with that.
That'd be so great. And we mentioned a couple characters, obviously, that we got with Rhoda Zeb. We also got our first look, as we're seeing here right now, as Sigourney Weaver as her New Republic officer. No line spoken, but she gets the comedic moment of like stopping Grogu from getting snacks, right? The little comedic thing. We can get out of the way. She looks amazing.
She does.
Awesome. Yeah. Hot take. 3 dudes say Sigourney Weaver. Great.
Guys, you gotta chill out. All right, there is more to Sigourney Weaver than her insane good looks.
Yeah, but man, she looks like she fits though. It's again part of the issue with season 3 was there's a couple cameos that we shall not speak about that seemed very out of universe. I think that it all looks like it's in the same place.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Lizzo's maybe in this. Sorry, were we not supposed to say it? She could
God.
Be in this movie. No, Sigourney Weaver, who, by the way, is 75 years old, about to turn 76.
75. Yep.
Her birthday I'm seeing now is the day after mine. So, like,
hey.
Oh, wow.
There's my in.
Yeah, you must put a meeting together. Hey,
you're
by
like,
the way.
So, Libra, right? Am I right?
Hey, you know how we are.
Yeah. No, she's stunning. That's the thing is like I hate the discourse around like when people like as much as I didn't like Lizzo and Jack Black. People will talk about like Ed Sheeran and Game of Thrones. It's annoying because like why is it okay for Sigourney Weaver, who we all recognize immediately, but it's not okay for these pop stars? I can't explain it, but when you see Sigourney Weaver on the screen, you're just like, yeah, this works.
Yeah, because you're acting. I think like the character seems like her mannerisms work for it.
Also, I stand by the Ed Sheeran scene. I think it was great, but
it was totally fun.
I don't want to get into Game of Thrones on this.
I'm with you on that one. I think it's a good showing that this is going to be a movie that is not winking at the camera, but it is acknowledging there are funny parts, acknowledging that there are puppets, acknowledging that this is a fun galaxy as opposed to like the bounty hunter frozen in carbonite seriousness of Mando season 1. I think they're owning the fact that he's evolved. I think I'm going to be surprised, honestly, if we get any actual other Mandalorians in this. I don't think it's that serious kind of Bo-Katan vibe. I might totally be wrong on that.
Yeah. Also, keep in mind, season 1 of Mando had Jason Sudeikis keeping Grogu in a little satchel, joking about kicking him around. Like it's always
punched him a bunch of times.
Yeah,
it's always been a silly show.
Yeah.
It had IG 88 11. He's 11, right?
Yep.
Yeah. It had that one New Zealand guy that we all know who's Joe.
Yeah, that is true.
I think, but no, I'm with you that the tone is good, and it's kind of they're not trying to sell it as like here's your next $1 billion epic. They're like no. Here's just a fun adventure flick.
Yeah,
that's great.
Let me ask you this then, because I've had some friends that were texting me about it today. Of course, one of the things that really makes me feel good is when my friends think I know a lot more than I do about behind the scenes stuff. Because they're like, "Hey, so the story of this," and I'm like, "I know as much as you do, friend." But they ask like, "What am I gonna have to have seen to know this movie?" And I think that this is obviously the question we've all been asked a lot. We've been talking about because Lucasfilm has one shot to really get this right, to come back to theaters after it'll be about 7 years almost since a theatrical film. They need to make at least their budget. I don't think this is going to be $1 billion, like you're saying, Oz. This is not the epic. I think they're going for like family friendly. This is a fun adventure, like a 500-600 million. But how do you think they're going to handle? You do need to know some stuff because we want people to be excited. But like, there's a Razor Crest again. There's his old gun again. Do you just do a crawl?
Yeah.
Are we just gonna get a crawl? You think?
Honestly, like just get get Grief Cargo, whatever his name is. Just like get
Carl
him.
Weathers?
His voice.
Get Carl Weathers to just do like a previously on.
Okay, so unfortunately he's dead.
That's what I kind of thought as I started saying that.
Can't
I was like,
do
I
that. How
love
dare
your
you.
energy.
How dare you?
as I was saying that, I was like, I feel like I'm stepping on gravestones here. Okay, sorry. Get a more alive actor or get AI.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay, so Darth Vader. Let's get James Earl Jones. Let's do
James Earl
that.
Jones is back up.
All right. This is why you
Oh
don't
my
invite
God.
me on live shows.
No, you're gonna have to. They're obviously gonna put something on YouTube that is, hey, here is a cutscene of every piece that you need to know before you have to watch the movie from season 1, 2, and 3, and then some of season 2.5 from Book of Boba Fett or whatever. But
Yeah.
they're going to do something there so that, to get everybody up to speed because they want you to know. They want you to be excited. They want to be like, this is all you need to see. This 10-minute trailer. 10 minutes is a long time, I guess. But 10 minutes of footage from season 1 through 3. You don't have to watch everything. Just make sure you get it in, and you're going to know everything you need to know when you go. But for those specific people who have watched seasons 1 through 3 multiple times, we got something for you too. But, I mean, at the end of this movie, is there a to be continued? Do they steer into the seriousness? Do they do
I don't know.
the flying in from Back to the Future? They use this same graphic to be continued.
Oh my God.
Where we're going, we don't need roads.
Yes.
Yeah, that's it.
Fuel,
Or you
Marty.
put the Marvel
We need
thing.
fuel, Mando. Fuel.
Yeah.
He's
Or
like,
you say-
Mando, it's about your daughter. No, I think Eric, your point about there like not being other Mandalorians, like I think you can come into this blind knowing that Mando is a knockoff Boba Fett, and that's not a bad thing, mind you.
Nope.
It's just that he's a bounty hunter and that he has taken on Baby Yoda. And if all you know is that this thing's name is Baby Yoda, I think you will be fine.
Yeah, I agree.
Shocking. 2020 or whatever, me would not have believed that Grogu would have worked as a name. I hated the name so much.
Yep.
When Ahsoka said it, I was like, you gotta be kidding me.
Serious face.
But
But
people
she
have
said Grogu. And you're like,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
believe you. I believe you.
Yeah. When they said that, I'm like, okay, cool. We're all still gonna call him Baby Yoda, but actually, publicly, I feel like people get Grogu. That's all
I
you need to
completely
know.
agree.
You don't need to know that that Giancarlo Esposito at one point had the Darksaber and then it got given to Bo-Katan and then Din got it back and then it got broken. You don't need to know any of that.
Nope.
I genuinely think this is just going to be Indiana Jones does an adventure.
Yep.
And that's it.
I completely agree. I think it's going to be full of fun Easter eggs, and I think the hardest thing that they'll have to do with the marketing of this is to make sure that people feel comfortable going to the theater and knowing that. Not us sickos who are going to see it
You're
anyway,
right.
but your average person that is going to be worried, oh, I don't know who that is, I'm not going to go. How do they convince the person watching Good Morning America or the person that's just like, I'm not sure, maybe I don't know enough. Like my parents are going to be like, we've seen some Mando, I know who Grogu, he's cute, but it's probably too much. Like they're going to have to do a lot of, I think it's going to honestly piss off a lot of our Star Wars fans people, and we have to relax because there's going to be a lot of messaging saying that the show doesn't matter. Guys, they're just saying that to get people to go see it. It still matters. It's okay.
But also it doesn't.
It doesn't.
Well, so a couple of things. One, I got a text also. I sent the trailer to a friend group, and I was like, I hate to say it, but this looks pretty great. And one of my friends responded, was like, they're going to make me watch season 3, aren't they? And I go, honestly, dude, if you don't want to, don't.
Literally you and I had the same conversation.
Yeah. But I think that they just need 3 words to convince people, and they already put it out there. Good shot, baby. Like that
Oh, I
little
thought you were gonna
Ansel.
say somehow Palpatine returned.
Yeah. I could talk about how that's not a bad line of dialogue, but we're not doing Rise of Skywalker.
Okay. Yeah.
The Anzellan saying "good shot, baby" is one of those like, okay, yeah, I'm on board.
Yeah.
It shouldn't work,
Oh, it's
but
cute.
it's
I'll go see it.
yeah.
Like, great. That's all we need. I think.
Good Morning America just needs to see this little puppet talk to this other little puppet,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
they're in.
Yeah, I mean, you bring John Favreau walks out holding the Grogu puppet, and great. There you go. That's another $15 million. There you go.
Dude,
Yeah.
was that in Anaheim when that happened, or was that in?
No.
I think it's Japan.
That must have been
Japan.
Yeah,
Must have been Japan
Japan.
because it wasn't Anaheim.
Oh, my bad. I was in Japan.
Yeah, sorry, Oz. Oh, wait, was that?
You're right, it was,
You weren't
'cause-
there.
Yes,
I was
yes.
there. Oh, so weird. That's so
I
odd.
genuinely thought that was 3 years ago. No, because it was
man.
awesome when he comes out with Grogu. It's so. I mean, it works.
It's
You
an
need-
unbelievable piece of technology. Like, truly. It's $1 million puppet that everyone who's ever on set with him, like Werner Herzog is like, this is the most majestic thing I've ever seen. Like,
They
Which,
need,
as a,
sorry,
ahead.
yeah, they need personalized appetizers at Chili's and Applebee's for the Mandalorian and Grogu, and then they need to go back to doing
Wes, which include.
right.
Okay, finish the pitch. What are you doing?
All right,
you have frogs.
like frog eyes. They have to do something with the mozzarella sticks. What do we call those?
I was gonna say I went mozzarella sticks as well. Some with the ears. I don't know. There's some there. All right.
And
This
then you
just
gotta go
reminds
back-
me of when Fantastic Four in 2015 had the Denny's tie-in.
Yes.
Yes. So did Solo, man. Denny's was killing
Yeah,
it.
Solo
for a
had
while.
was with Denny's.
And let's
the
talk about how
cards.
good that Fantastic Four box office was.
Was it?
I just
All right.
watched that movie in a hotel room last week. That's a great hotel room.
It's a
movie.
great hotel watch.
The movie
But they need to
sucks.
go back to doing the toys for kids at McDonald's, and
100%.
then making sure that because they're always like a limited run, and then 20 years from now you're like, remember when we had these, and they're thousands of dollars now. Which what happened to all the stuff that I got? But it's in a landfill. But they need to do stuff like that. That would help, I think.
Yeah. Or you can get a Road to the Hut Fortnite skin. There you go.
Oh no.
So let me ask.
There
you
will be
now.
Fortnite skins.
Oh yes, 100%.
Yeah.
There'll be
Yeah,
new
yeah,
ones because Mandalorian was a locked one behind a battle pass, so they'll get you a new one. It'll be great. So looking ahead, I'm glad to hear. So we're all fans of the trailer. I think generally it's been pretty well received. Obviously, there were some issues with Disney this week, and people were like, "Well, why didn't it come out earlier?" I will say, go check out Alex Damon's latest video about the hot water Disney has been in and why they might have delayed the trailer release, which a lot of those issues got fixed today, it seems, which is funny. But going ahead, if nothing else crazy happens with Disney, what does the marketing look like for the next 7 months, essentially? Or no, yeah, right, 8 months until this comes out. We now have, what is it, 2/3 of a year until everything comes in, and we're like, okay, we're going to be in a good space. What do we do? Like, how do we make sure that we go on the right shows? Like, episode 9 was like, hey, all of the sagas leading to this film. It's episode 9. You've seen the first 8. That basically marketed itself. How do they avoid the Solo issue? How do they avoid people not seeing this film over the next 8 months? Like, what's the rollout look like, teaser-wise, additional trailers, behind the scenes? What do you do?
I think overall the story has to be good, right? The first viewers and the first people who see this, there has to be a good reaction. But
yeah, that's like 7 months away. That's a ways.
Yeah, but who puts out the reviews ahead of the movie? There's no reviews ahead of the first premiere showing, is there? Or is there? Don't they do the showing like a couple weeks before with all of the cast?
It
It depends. Sometimes
Yeah.
there's an embargo like up until the day it comes out, and that's usually a bad sign.
Yeah, it depends if it's good or not. Like, one
Yeah.
battle after another, those reviews have been out for a month already because we know that thing's going to be amazing.
It's got to get good word of mouth right away. I mean, that's kind of hard because Solo was a a train wreck of all kinds of things. It had all kinds of variables thrown around.
Easy.
Going against
He's talking
it.
marketing.
Not
He's
the
talking
movie.
marketing.
I'm talking about like, you know,
Oh, I mean,
different
the first trailer that
directors
had nothing
rewriting
to
the
do with
movie. Yeah, rewriting and yeah. So like that was kind of tough to overcome. If they can avoid that, they're already like 2 steps ahead, right? So marketing wise, I mean, it needs the marketing, but what sucks is that these movies only stay in the theater for 2 weeks, 3 weeks maybe. Like some people don't like go in there and they don't have the time to see, right? And like that's true. I mean, if it's a big box office movie, it does stay in for a little bit longer. But
Superman's still in theaters and it's on HBO now, which is crazy.
I think something they need to do, and this goes back to like 2020, is do everything in their power to keep whatever wheels are turning behind the scenes and not mention New Jedi Order or Dawn of the Jedi or any of these other movies that they're having difficulties with for whatever reason. Unless maybe if some good news comes out and they can be like, hey, we are, here's Daisy Ridley on set. But otherwise, don't say anything. Just focus on Mando and Grogu and be like, also Starfighter is coming along.
Yeah.
Like, keep it on topic and not be like, we're doing, which I have a lot of opinions about the state of movie production discourse because we know too much and we should know way less.
And we think we know even more than we don't know.
Right. Like we used to, this is normal what's going on now. Sometimes some of this whole, we announced 18 movies, that's not normal, but that was also 5 years ago and people need to get over it.
Yes.
But like, they need to make sure we're only thinking about the positive things and the things that are right now, and just let the filmmakers do what they need to be doing without doing interviews, without doing press whatever. Just Mando and Grogu. That's all we need to hear about.
Yeah, I completely agree. And I think one of the things that we want to do correctly, and one of the things that I think was a problem with Solo, is that we got these names in front of it, but again, Infinity War was coming out, so all the big Marvel stars were doing press to get people in the things. I'm sorry, you got to play to your strengths. I need Pedro Pascal on junkets starting in a couple months. Like, he is, even though we were like, well, is he really on set? I don't care, man. I need him and that baby on TikTok, on talking to Screen Rant, talking to CBS Morning, like him and Sigourney Weaver going places. Like, the way nowadays, especially with younger audiences, the TikTok algorithm for interviewers is actually getting a lot better than it was like 2 years ago. Like, influencers aren't the only people going to premieres anymore. There's a lot of people giving interviews and talking to people, doing the glam bot stuff. Like, that's how you're getting people with butts and seats. And if you can get Pedro Pascal, who the internet adores and goes to see a bunch of his stuff, in front, saying he's the Mandalorian, saying that he loves the baby, and he is the daddy to the baby, like, whatever you want to do, I think getting the stars in front is really what's going to help make this movie money, because you don't have a lot. We got Pedro, we got Sigourney Weaver, and Jeremy Allen White ain't going to come for this because he's doing the Bruce Springsteen Oscar campaign. So get your stars in front quickly. Doesn't have to be Dave and John, which I know we love. They don't do well on camera. We need movie stars.
You just wanted to say Pedro Pascal's daddy.
I don't. I hate that, but I want money. So I know that if you're going to get money, I think that's what's got to be the case. So I'm excited, though. I think it's not like when Andor was coming out, everyone's like, where's the trailer? Oh my God, they're burying it or whatever it was. And then it turned out to be the best thing ever. This is a really great timeline. There's plenty of time until the movie comes out. We have the whole holiday season to put it in front of a bunch. Like, this trailer is probably going to be in front of the new Tron movie that's coming out, and all the other Disney stuff that's going to be rolling through. Like, I think we got a lot of time for this. And honestly, at the end of the day, it just looks good. Thank God.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a while since we've had a movie, right? So it's been
2019, dude.
Yeah.
5 years? Yeah. So it's quick. It's quickly approaching. Like, this will be here before you know it. And
yeah,
man, I hope it's good.
I am not a professional, but my one piece of advice would be maybe there's better ways to get it out to the public than putting it in front of the new Tron movie.
That thing
Look,
looks
I'm sure it's
it's
going to be a
not gonna
fine
go
movie.
good.
I don't think that movie's going to do well.
Nope. No, but I think it'll.
If they put it in front of the new, what is the next Avatar coming? Is that coming before? That's this year, right?
December, yeah. So that's actually perfect. That's a great poll.
So they'll have it before then.
So we get to.
Yep.
Do we get a preview there during the Avatar movie? Like a preview?
Yeah, and I think some people might go see Avatar.
A couple, maybe somewhere in the realm of 20 to a billion.
You're just counting your viewings, right?
Yeah, exactly. I got A-list for a reason, man. I'm gonna do 4 a week. That's what I got. Good stuff. Well, everyone, go check out the trailer if you haven't. I'm sure you have, because if you came to us before watching the Mandalorian and Grogu trailer, we love you. Thank you. That's a really big leap of faith. But we put it right up on the site as well, and we will keep you posted with everything else they put about the movie. Now, real quick, we want to take a second to let you know that this week's episode is brought to you by Inkstone Books and their upcoming release of Yoda Dark Rendezvous from the Essential Legends collection. Yoda Dark Rendezvous will continue Inkstone's tradition of bringing some of our favorite legend stories back in exclusive, gorgeous hardcovers the way that only Inkstone can provide. Each copy of Yoda Dark Rendezvous will feature custom hardcover foiling, sprayed edges, and will be signed and numbered. Now, supplies are limited, but as of recording, there are still a few copies available. So head over to inkstonebooks.com today to make sure that you can grab this incredible edition. Thank you so much to Inkstone for their partnership, and be sure to grab your copy of Yoda Dark Rendezvous now. And now, back to the show. Now let's stick in the world of Star Wars movies for a while, because we got another update on Starfighter this week. That's right, 2 different Star Wars movies at once, like Christmas. Now, we know that Starfighter has been shooting after they announced their first day of production with a full cast list, but director Sean Levy shared another look this week with stars Ryan Gosling and Flynn Gray on a boat in the middle of the Mediterranean Sea. Now, admittedly, this isn't much, but guys, what do you think about the confirmation that, hey, at least it's not all the volume?
Well,
look at that.
There we go.
We're on the water. Yeah, another thumbs up from us. That's 2. And you got the little zoom thing to go.
Dude, I hate that so much. I don't even know how to point.
It's so dumb.
You can never do it on purpose. Have y'all noticed that? Yeah.
Yeah, like, I'll do it now. I'll do it now. Oh.
And it only happens when you're like having a meeting with HR or whatever. It's like the most serious. We interviewed Ethan Sachs on Cosmic Force months ago, and he kept popping off fireworks, and we were like, "What's going on?" Anyway, yeah, no, this is cool, but also like, why are we talking so much about this one picture?
No, it's new.
It looks
brand new.
You know what? It looks very Waterworld. That's what this is. It's Waterworld 2, and Kevin Costner.
It's fake. That's what we were saying, Wes. This is actually the volume with water in it. No.
It's like, have y'all ever done the Universal Studios tour?
No,
in Orlando or LA?
No,
because they show you like this big ass. It's basically like a wave pool where they shoot a lot of stuff that looks like it's in the ocean, but behind it is just like a big, like a Truman Show.
It's a Truman Show,
wall.
yeah,
yeah. And it's like, all this stuff like Titanic, not filmed in the ocean because obviously not.
Because they couldn't actually kill them.
Yeah. Now this allegedly is truly in the Mediterranean, but I have a feeling that like if you were to pan the camera around, everyone would be so disappointed by how much like
chilling. It's all
support and like they're basically on land, but it's very cool looking.
Catering in the back. There's
there's just someone like cutting up ham sandwiches.
He looks rugged. He looks like a pirate type Star Wars fighter,
right?
You know.
They got gloves and pants and belts and stuff.
They're doing it.
You know?
They're doing it.
Now, I was gonna say I like some of the clowning that went on with it, because that's part of the fun of Star Wars is the clowning theories. We always love that. There's people on Reddit saying like, "Oh, it's Camino." No, actually, it has to be Camino. Oh, yep. There's water. That's it. But there was one real sicko pull that especially I thought you'd appreciate. Some people said it was Maramir from the Star Wars Jedi Starfighter video game from 2002, which was a water planet.
What?
20 years ago.
When you first said Maramir, I thought you were talking about Ray's mom, whose name is Mirmir.
Mirmir. No, it's Maramir. So, hey, maybe it's that. That'd be cool.
Yeah. Well, you would say it can't be Camino because I don't see any cities except they all got glassed in the Bad Batch. So
Yeah, famously the city, and maybe that chilled
yeah,
out the planet. You know?
Tapoca City that is. But there's too much sunlight for Camino.
Yeah, it would be Scarif
Mhm.
if Scarif wasn't gone.
Well,
No.
that's exactly why it could be Scarif because there's no more island there.
Post nuked Scarif.
Yeah.
Like,
It could be wherever the Colossus is in Resistance, that planet.
Oh, you're right. Yeah.
oh yeah, I just see people say it's Resistance. Resistance is back, and I'm like, no. This movie has to make money, guys.
Oh, so sorry,
I know
JG.
that's confusing.
He didn't mean that.
Hey, Kazuda is a viable leader in Star Wars Unlimited. That's as good as Resistance.
The thing is, like,
get.
fans can't be turned off when they hear it's Colossus because fans have never heard of the Colossus.
That's true. Yeah, no.
I say that as someone who has watched both seasons of Resistance, but no, this is going to be a totally new city or planet that is probably not even an ocean planet, just a planet that crazy happens to have oceans.
With an ocean. Do you think they crashed? They're standing on the crashed Starfighter that they have made into a boat to get to land?
There's handlebars.
Why did they have him take this picture? Like, I need you to look into the camera and give me a good shot. Like, not an action shot. This is like, all right, give me your...
Behind the scenes, man. Ryan Gosling's hot.
They were like, Ryan, you look really hot right now.
Yeah, you look really good, dude.
Just give me your $1 million look. And
lighting's great.
Your buddy over there in the back, just squint a little bit, and then that's what you get.
Although Sean Levy's a huge Star Wars fan, so part of me is like, if he's like, I'm gonna make this movie once. I'm gonna put this on my Instagram. This is great. Hey guys, look at like, isn't this fun? Great question in the chat from Zombuckles. Over under on them piloting an X-wing or a variant in Starfighter, specifically, because we know this is about 5 years post Rise of Skywalker, so X-wings are still around.
They found an old one for sure.
You think so?
Oh yeah.
The X85s are in Resistance, so this would be right. Or sorry,
you're
T85.
upsetting me right now.
T85. I'm sorry.
First off, T.
T.
Yes, T85s are in Resistance. Poe flies a T70.
Yes, he does. That's my
Luke
favorite.
flew a 265. So yeah, maybe we'll
T65B if you want to go tit for tat.
Thank you. That is true. So maybe we'll get the T90 here.
Yeah,
they're gonna fly upgraded X-wing type ships, and then they're not gonna work out for him. And he's like, "What am I gonna do to save the galaxy? I need to be on Camino or the planet where Colossus is, or whatever." And he's like, and they just run across this old X-wing that may or may not have been flown by the Resistance or something. Or like, this is how we're gonna win. This is how we're gonna do it.
Oh no!
And
You know what they find? There's
an astromech on it still. And I'm kidding.
No, they find the Millennium Falcon.
No!
It's like, I'm back in the building. No. On another sand planet. It's just
Oh
in the
man, I
dunes.
didn't get that. I didn't circle that around. Okay.
Is okay, two things. One, Castellan. I had to look it up, and I'm really upset with myself. That's the planet that Colossus was on.
Okay.
Was Luke's X-wing left on Exegol, or did Rey fly away in it?
I think she flew away in it.
And then she brings it to Tatooine to bury the sabers.
Yes.
Yeah.
So she still has it. Okay.
Yeah, she still has it.
Well, because I was gonna say maybe it's on this ocean planet and someone forces it out of the water.
Oh my God.
Or you see it coming out of the water, and there's just a crane pulling it out, and then junks it. Just junks it. And it means absolutely nothing to anybody. This
little kid is just like, size matters not.
I'll tell you what it's going to be. There are people who I'm sure put in more hours than have ever been put in designing a brand new starship. Because whatever the Starfighter is, I think that's going to be in the original promo for this. Because that's going to have to be the Lego set. That's going to have to be on the poster. The new Starfighter is going to have to be as good as the Falcon and X-Wing and Naboo Starfighter. All the iconic designs, they're going to have to put a big old starship in it. And it's going to have to be big enough that you can put a $300 price tag on that Lego.
They currently have Doug Chain just chained to a desk.
Yes.
Give me all the Starfighter designs you've got.
Not good enough. Not good enough.
My hand
Bigger.
hurts. Keep
More
drawing.
pieces.
I will say honestly, we talked about you briefly mentioned the Razor Crest earlier, and I never loved the Razor Crest design. I like the new look that we briefly got out in the trailer, but that still became an iconic ship.
Yep.
So I think that like it's now if you've got something like the N1, that's going to be good no matter what. But like if the story's good, people will like the ship.
Yeah, and they have to like connect him to the ship because I think that's the key. Mando was connected to the Razor Crest. Like no one's been connected to a ship since the Falcon. Like even Luke's X-wing was just called Luke's X-wing. Like he didn't have a thing. So whatever, I think this ship needs a name and a design, and has to be like he flew it in the Battle of Exegol, and it's carried him this far. Like I need something like that.
It's like a pontoon style sail barge that's like clunky. And but
there you go.
But more like McClunky.
And that's where you get your $500 price tag. So you get this thing the size of your desk, and then it takes you 8 weekends to put together with your friends.
And then it becomes like Jaws, where they just end up crashing it into the river and then just talking about their scars and their life inside the boat ship.
Yes.
All right. Well, there you go, guys. We got a picture from Starfighter.
I'm so stoked for this movie. Like, I know I talked earlier about how this trailer got me really hyped for Mandalorian and Grogu. I am so much more excited for Starfighter than I am for Mandogu.
I completely agree. The cast list alone is just unbelievable, and the fact that it's just like, hey, what's the coolest thing you do as a kid for Star Wars? You get the little lightsabers as cardboard, cool. But then what? You the ship. You're flying around like X-wing, like that's just such an iconic part of Star Wars. And I really hope there's so much flying in this. Like I hope it's not just 10 minutes of flying, crash, walk around for 2 hours, and then a final flight. Like fly the ships.
Like you know how when you watch the Phantom Menace now, the pod racer scene is way too long because Lucas included the long version. I want it longer, you know, for this movie.
Have a dogfight. It's just like the whole thing.
In the Phantom Menace at the Lucas cut, that takes 15 minutes and it's too long. It's too much.
Yep.
But in a movie like this, give me all of it.
Yep. I mean, it's like the Serenity. Like that's why I like the idea it's a Starfighter, but I want let him get out of the cockpit, let him walk around a bit. Like let there be scenes on the ship as it's flying around. Like give me. I want to know how to walk around in it, you know, after seeing
you want the incredible cross sections book that's this big.
Yes, but there's so many designs in this movie that it's an entire book by itself.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
sorry, Doug. You're right. Doug Chang is really screwed. I think you're completely right. You just keep on drawing, man.
Which on that note, I went to his panel in Japan.
Oh, you went? You went to Japan?
And yeah, I was there. But just him talking about like character design and sketch design work was so fascinating that I am sure whatever's on any Star Wars movie, there's so much cool art that comes out, and I think that's what's exciting about Starfighter is that like it is in this world, but it's the first movie maybe we've ever gotten that feels like new.
Yep.
Because I mean, Rogue One felt new, but it was the opening crawl. Solo was great, but it was Han Solo's origin story. The Acolyte maybe would be close to this because it was kind of its own new thing. But this is new.
I feel like it's open-ended.
Everything is it's kind of like from the ground up or from space up, I suppose.
Yep.
I'm so stoked.
Yeah, I really think this is going to be incredible, and the fact that we're getting a Mandalorian and Grogu trailer in September for a May release makes me think that the promo for this will also start decently early. Like, I think Mandalorian and Grogu is going to have its entire time, and then right about the time that's winding down, it's out of theaters, that will time out almost perfectly for them to start doing Starfighter stuff. So
is this May 27?
Yeah. The next 2 Mays we get Star Wars movies.
What if there's a trailer for it before Mando? Like a whole year in advance.
Yes. Yes. I see the vision. I want it. Even if it's a 30-second, like we just see him like putting on it's like glove on, boot on, like just like little things. Like fine. That's all I need.
Now, alternatively, what if Mandalorian and Grogu ends with a little Iron Man tease that says Mandalorian will return in Starfighter?
Please
no,
don't.
Thank you. No, thank you.
Please no.
Yeah, I would hate it. I would hate it
Eric,
so
we're
much.
in
Absolutely
unison on that one.
No, because I will say
It'd be awful.
everything they've said that is going to be by itself or these solo stories, everything has still been true. Even if fans like try to like warp things and try to like, they still haven't lied to us saying that things aren't connected or things are involved in certain storylines. That they have straight up said this is not connected. So if they lie to us, then like nothing else is going to matter. But
well, I know that Eric wants to move on, but pick one cameo that could happen in this movie that you'd be okay with.
All right, 5 years post Rise of Skywalker.
Because like I don't want Luke to show up. Well, okay, Luke can't show up, but
Force
you
Luke
get what.
show up.
Oh,
Yeah.
all right. I'll
Force any.
This would still like because obviously it has to be Skywalker saga because that's the only people we've seen. So we'll still count it as a separate story. Wedge.
Yeah, that could work.
Like
That's great.
it's his old commander from back in the day or something. That'd be fun.
Yep.
Just for us.
Yeah, all right. I think you cracked it. That's it. That's it.
That's
That's
Wedge is the guy. Yeah.
Yeah, Wedge would be great. And Dennis Lawson's still kicking, man.
Eric, hear me out. Wedge, arm in arm.
Don't you dare.
With Nora Wexley.
Yeah, I'd like that.
And her saying, my boy Timon, he gave
I
his
miss him
life.
every day.
He gave his life for the Battle of Exegol.
That's right.
Yeah, and Wedge goes like, wait, he did? I didn't notice.
And then Mr. Bones comes in.
Ah! We haven't let him do violence.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be. I don't know. I still like the idea of there being like Ryan Gosling was at the Battle of Exegol, and we get like the little PTSD, like he sleeps and wakes up in the middle of the battle or something, and we kind of connect it in that way. I think would be fun. But yeah, there's enough pilots that we could see that could bring him back. I think that'd be a lot of fun.
Will Lark.
With that beard from Victor's
with the
Price.
Lark.
Yeah.
With the beard. Could he be Will Lark? I know that he's probably not. He's a little young.
Could he be Thane Kyrell?
All right, let's go.
You know? How sick are we going to go?
Yeah, is Sienna Ree going to show up?
No, she's still in prison. She's like
that's why
45
years. Lost Stars 2 yet is because they're like
Starfighter.
It's because Ryan Gosling is in this movie.
Guys, it's Lost Starfighter.
Oh my God! All right, we should move on.
Oh God! Well, let us know in the comments who's your cameo you want, and read Lost Stars if you haven't, because apparently it's going to be canon next year, the year after.
It's already canon.
Yeah, it'll be movie canon, which, as we know, is
it'll be G canon.
Yeah, because apparently, as we've seen with some of the books, that doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be canon.
Oh, that's true.
No. All right, let's take a second now. We're going to make the screen a little smaller now because in this next story, we're going to talk about Lego Star Wars Rebuild the Galaxy, Pieces of the Past. Speaking of cool little ship designs, it released last week. And despite a relative lack of public acknowledgement, fans of the first installment appeared to be just as happy as they were with the first. So let's start very easy. Guys, did you have a chance to catch this over the weekend? All right, thumbs up from Oz. Thumbs down from Wes.
I thought you said you did watch it, Wes.
Oh, I lied to you. I did not watch it.
Wes! Well, that's a bit an hour in the making, everybody.
I was so shocked when you said you watched it.
Oh my God!
I believe you.
Oh, I trusted you and everything.
I'm glad I got to see the joy just escape your body.
Oh man.
Yeah, I didn't, and I even said I wasn't going to watch it last week, but because I need to watch the first one. I need to watch the first one of all things, but I think I have some time coming up. So hey, you never know. Didn't watch it.
Right.
What a dumb bit, but I love it.
Yeah, I watched the first 2 episodes and had a good time. But Oz, you watched the whole thing.
I finished it a couple hours ago. I watched the first one when it came out. I've never like rewatched it. It's good. It's I would say just like the first one. I maybe like the first one better, but also because it was like new. There was a novelty to it.
Yeah.
That this felt like more of the same, which is not really a bad thing. It's just like, oh, cool, we did this again. It's still really fun. The 4th episode has I don't think this is a spoiler, a big like final battle that is awesome. that has a lot of cool. I mean, the whole thing has cool references throughout. There's a lot of fun. You were talking about being glad that it doesn't. It seems like Mandalorian and Grogu is not winking at the camera. Lego Rebuild the Galaxy is just like constant blinking and doing Morse code at the camera with its eyelid.
Yeah.
Like
It could not be more self-referential if it tried, honestly.
And I hate meta humor so much. I'm so done with it. I thought it was great like 15 years ago, and now the world has gotten into it, and meta humor is so easy. And I think there's some jokes that they didn't need to make, like someone says, this is not a spoiler. So at some point, someone says the force is with you, and someone's like, "Oh, he said the thing," and I'm like, "You didn't need to say that part. We know he said the thing." Anyway, but there's a lot of cool self-referential stuff. One joke, small joke that I was spoiled was that Obi-Wan gets like knocked back and says goodbye there. That really tickled me.
That's fun.
Yeah, there's a lot of really silly stuff. There's a lot of like cool cameos is barely the right word because it's animated Legos, but like
right.
Darth Nubs is there.
Yep, he's from the first one.
Neil, I believe, made an appearance. We get Darth Jar Jar again. It's fun, you know.
Yeah, I thought that way about the first 2 episodes. I got to the point where we see it in the trailers, so this is not a spoiler, where we see like Revan and the Ahsoka Brickhead, which I thought actually worked. I think it was quite charming. And then they had a lot of the classic like combo builds. Like in the first one, there was the X-Wing and TIE fighters that got rearranged together. In this one, the Porg Ills, which is the Porg and the Purrgil, I thought was really fun. Oh, and there is a fight sequence in the first episode. I will say this because Oz, you mentioned it, which was really funny. That takes place basically around the newly announced $1,000 Death Star model.
It is the exact model.
Yes, it's the exact model that you can buy this fall for $1,000. And given the incredibly lackluster public reception to that reveal, I thought that was very funny because I thought they're like, we got it. This is going to be great. And from what I'm seeing, most people don't like that model.
Which I think is weird. I'm not a Lego person. We have in our Slack a toy chat, which I think seems to mostly be a Lego chat. I'm not in it. Because that's like the one thing that I don't participate in. I think that set looks really cool. I get why people don't like it, but also it's like it's functional. It's like an actual play set versus some other thing. I don't know. The show kind of sells it. It's like I want to play with that.
Well, there you go.
I'm not going to spend I'm not going to spend $1,000 on it.
All right. So you're a fake fan, but that's okay.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. So there it is.
There
Wes has pulled up.
There it is, Wes.
$1,000?
It's like 9,700 pieces.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's why it's
9,000 pieces.
But if I built that and then just put that and looked at it every day and said that's $1,000, I don't know. I don't have that kind of money. I think that's the key. That there are some people make more money than I do in life, so maybe that's it.
Hey, Eric, real quick, behind you, how many Funko Pops are on that wall behind you?
Each of them cost $13 a piece or so.
All right, now do we want to do that?
Yeah. I feel happy looking at it. Noah, I don't. Because then I'm also looking at my lightsabers and other Lego, and all my Star Wars Unlimited cards is there to the side of me.
Yeah. But Lego Star Wars is really fun. You mentioned Revan. I will say, if you like Revan, he's really cool in this. Don't expect this show to be about Revan.
Oh my God. There's a CBR comicbook.com headline that I saw that I'm like, great on y'all for getting your click bucks that you need. That was like, now that Disney's ruined Revan's reintroduction to Star Wars, here's how they could fix it. I'm like, shut up, you dumb nerds.
Here we go.
Like, are you kidding?
I love that. We need to get Jared on here because he mentioned that he was watching it and he was like, I only watched it for Revan. And I was like, bro, we all know you only watched it for Revan.
Yeah, that's okay.
It's like Lego Star Wars ruined Revan for his reintroduction to Star Wars. Like Lego's not going to do that.
It's so silly.
He's great in it, honestly. The new bad guy that they introduced, Darth Solitus, is really cool. He's got two lightsabers that are chained together, kind of like nunchucks.
Oh,
Awesome.
That's sick. Yeah, it's fun. And there's a lot of people come back and do their voices from the movies.
Yep.
You get Kelly Marie Tran doing Darth Rose
Darth
Tico.
Rose, very fun.
Ahmed
cool.
Best is in it doing Darth Jar Jar and some other voices. You have Billy D. Williams doing the Landolorian.
No,
which
Billy
is-
D. Williams is doing Billy D. Williams. They just
Oh, well,
happen
yeah,
to name
obviously.
like
But just like
Hey,
you
Grogu,
know that
baby.
someone was in a room and it was like, hey, everyone shut up, shut up, shut up. Landolorian. And people were like, yeah, let's go.
Yes. And they're like, oh my
Um,
God, do you think we can get him? And they're like, yes.
yeah.
Yes,
yeah.
we can.
Please, we need to work fast. We need to work fast.
Write it.
It's great. It's funny watching the credits. At the top of the credits is like the new cast, Gaten Matarazzo, whatever his name is, the kid from Stranger
Matarazzo,
Things.
yeah. Yep.
Matarazzo,
Good kid.
and the few other, and then there's a section that is the movie people, and then there's like the actual voice actors, like not Billy D. Williams, D. Bradley Baker,
D. Bradley Baker, the other triplet. Yep.
and Catherine Tabor does Padme,
Yep.
and all those voices that like these are who work for their profession, but they get the bottom because
Too
they're
bad.
not A-list, and then they're not the stars.
Uh,
But that is how it is.
Fun. Yeah, it's fun though. I'm definitely gonna finish it. I love that they do them. They can't be that crazy to make. Obviously, the animation is incredible, but like Lego there's enough of these various Lego projects that they definitely have it down.
But also, like, it's crazy how good because used to it was just like crappy CG Legos. Ever
like
since the
Ninjago
Lego movie
stuff.
Yeah, ever since the Lego movie, because it adheres. Some Lego animation is more free flowing, whatever.
Mhm.
Since the Lego movie, there's that like actual this could be done stop motion.
Yes,
It
right,
has
right.
that, and there's a cool thing they do. They do a flashback in episode 2 that is done as if I don't know if either of y'all used to do this, like home movies using
Yep.
like a home video camera making
It's
Lego
in 4x3.
movies. Yeah, it's almost a square, like an old high 8 digital video camera.
Yeah.
Like
Jeez.
that's
Wow,
what it
yeah.
looks like going frame by frame. They changed the aspect ratio and the whole look of it. I was like, oh, me and my friends used to make these, and that's a really
cool.
clever way
It's
to
a
do
cool-
a flashback.
Cool callback.
Yeah. There's a bunch of cool gags like that with the technology. My favorite gag that I found as I was watching episode 2 is they're in the Dark Millennium Falcon at one point, which is a set I own and is a phenomenal build. But they're flying it around, and then when they zoom out to show the planet, everything is still a Lego scale. So the planet is made out of bricks, and to show that the Falcon is smaller, they use like the mini build version of it. So it's like completely different pieces, but just show you scale as opposed to just a zoomed out thing. And I'm like, someone had to think of that. And it's such a small thing, but it's so smart. And so creative. I think again, it's
because if they just zoomed it out, you wouldn't think bad of it.
No,
But when
fine.
they do it the right way, you're like, that's good.
Yeah, and that is that level of care. And I think that's really why it's so good, why Star Wars people love it so much, is that even if it does get a little too meta sometimes, every aspect of it is thought of to the fullest extent. The characters, the dialogue, the references, the builds, how the builds move, like everything is really thought about with care. And I think that's the key to Star Wars, is that it's the same level as like Andor stuff of like everything is thought about with care. It's a different tone, it's a different style, but whatever your creators are working on, as long as they care about it a lot and think about every part of it, it's going to be really good. So go check it out. If you canceled your Disney Plus subscription for any reason this weekend, I have a feeling after tomorrow night it's going to be better. So go watch that later and have a good time with it, because it is really fun. I earnestly think they're probably just going to keep doing these. They seem to have a great time with them, and there's no real budgetary reason that I don't think it's not worth it. All right, everybody. To finish up, we can't have Oz on the show without heading to Star Wars Unlimited Corner. That's right, everybody. The spoiler season for Set 6 continues with more leaders, units, and events being teased every week. Now, Wes and I have been chatting a bit about who we're excited for and all the new mechanics, but Oz, we haven't seen you since you famously took back credit for getting all of us on this crazy train. So what do you think about Set 6 so far? Are there any particular cards or mechanics that have you excited?
Well, first off, I want to say this was a couple days ago. You sent us a message about coming back on the show, and I was like, "Thanks for including me," but I've never been on the show before. And you were like, "Yeah, dude. Like a month ago, you talked shit about Corey."
Yeah.
Like,
for
very famously. That was quite a big moment.
Pretty
I was like,
recently.
oh yeah, I totally forgot I did that. I genuinely, I was like, oh yeah, I guess since Corey wasn't there, I didn't think I was on the show. So yes, I have been on the show. Corey did not get all of Youtini into Star Wars Unlimited.
Well done.
I'm very excited for this set. I am not one who digs into like planning ahead in this game. I think that I think like both of y'all, I am new to trading card games.
Yeah.
So the whole spoiler season thing to me is so funny because there will be a pre-release event. People will get these new cards that they just paid a lot of money for and be like, what's coming next set? And I'm like, bro, like let's play with these brand new cards.
Yeah.
Now I know we've been
now.
playing with Legends of the Force stuff for 2 or 3 months now. Secrets of Power is coming out, and it is very exciting anytime new cards come out. There's like new Padme leader, which is really cool, and
Yeah.
all this political stuff. So there's Andor cards. We've got Mon Mothma is very exciting. Luthen Rail you just had up in the preview panel up there. But I have no idea what I'm excited, but I'm excited. There's a card from, I believe, Twilight of the Republic called Petition the Senate that is really bad. It's a rare, maybe even a legendary card that sucks. I one time pulled it in a draft, and the guy I was playing said he would give me $20 if I could play it. And I didn't manage to make it happen because you need official cards, and there were so few. I almost got it, and then he altered his play line just to stop me. Because he was like, I don't want to pay you $20.
Wow.
But now that card might actually be good, and so that kind of has me excited. But I don't know. This is all very in the weeds. If you told me to write out a list of like cards I would love to see, I could write out 500, and none of them are going to be real because it's all like
we'll make it easy on you. One leader card, one leader character for political stuff you want. If you haven't announced it.
For political stuff, Masameda. I think Masameda is so cool.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
We have, I think, from set 1 or 2, maybe it was Twilight, so maybe set 3. I think there is a Masameda unit card that I'm so unsure of because it sees no play. I've always thought he's really cool. He shows up in Eric's favorite books, the Aftermath trilogy, and he's kind of a punk ass in them, but also like I like his arc in that a lot. Plus, he's like one of the few Imperial aliens, and that is really neat. He's this Chagrian, which is not like a subtle alien. He's a big blue dude.
And like he was so useful that he broke through the Empire's racism. Like that is
right, which is like
intense.
typically like a status reserved for Thrawn. It's the Empire is racist except against blue aliens. Yeah,
that's it.
Yeah, they let Max Rebo play during like one of the gigs, whatever.
Yeah, that's what I talked about. And then Senator Chuchi, what is she?
Yeah, Chuchi. They didn't really love her. She just got a card.
She's blue.
She got a card revealed a couple hours ago.
Yeah. So
I think that Masameda is really cool. Also, like he doesn't really talk much. He has maybe one line in all of the prequels. But
we will have order.
Yeah, he's present for the whole thing, and it's like, why don't we talk more about Masameda? And I remember we were talking
Moss,
we were talking with Tom once, editor over at Random House Worlds, and I was like, Masameda, that's my guy, and he was like, that's your guy.
Why not?
I love the editor is like, dude, that's weird.
Tom, who is like one of the sickoest people we know.
All right. That's
I don't know who would y'all like to see?
Yeah. Well, mine's easy. Wes, what do you think?
I was gonna say yours. Easy.
Yeah, say Bail Organa. Like very.
Oh.
There's gonna be a Bail unit. It's already been revealed that he's gonna have a prestige. So like, just for a political set, he's easily one of the most famous. Now, unfortunately, the art for these are usually done about a year ahead of when they come out just because of the timeline. Because I think it would be really funny to have a Jimmy Smits unit and a Benjamin Bratt leader.
Dude, that would be amazing.
Like, I in the future, I love Jimmy Smits. He's my guy. But, like, because it's an Andor, like, version of Bale, I would really like to, maybe again, a year down the line, if again, just to screw Jimmy Smits, unfortunately, I love him so much, but if that's the leader card, not that he cares, but that would just be really funny if Bale finally gets a Funko, finally gets a leader. It's Benjamin Bratt.
It's funny because, like, the examples of that are, like, we have Clone Wars Ahsoka, and there's also Rosario Ahsoka.
Right.
But that's, like, animated to real life.
Yeah, and aged, like, there's a distinct difference.
Yeah, sort of, yeah. But we don't really have any examples of right, of, like, real life in real life.
Yeah. Oh, no, I know you want fake Wedge.
I mean, fake Wedge would be great. We already had our pilot set.
Yeah.
God, I wish I knew his name off the top of my head.
Or fake Bale would also be good from episode 1.
Bale Antilles.
Bale Antilles. That'd be
Wedge's
a
cousin.
Pull. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So Wes, those are off the board. Who do you want?
I was looking at Rush
He's
Clovis,
like,
but he
Bail
died
Organa,
in the Clone Wars. I forgot he
fake
died.
Sorry.
It's all these
What were you
people.
saying?
I was looking up Rush Clovis, but he died in the Clone Wars during
it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It can be any era.
Oh yeah. Rush Clovis.
A Clovis leader.
Or immune leader would be great because of the Bank Clan. Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Plagueis, but it's like similar to Palpatine. It doesn't have the Sith trait. He's just a banker.
Yeah. Right.
He's just a politician. and a banker,
He's behind
the first Plagueis official art in canon is just him as a banker.
Just him with money, just like counting $1 bills.
Oh wait, what's his? Oh, I'm so sorry, Jared screaming. What's Plagueis's name? Higo Damask. There we go. It's a Higo Damask leader.
Oh man, how did I forget that? Yeah, Higo.
That'd be fun. So there you go. Any other sickos out there? Let us know who you want as leaders. I'm getting very excited. This will be my second pre-release, my first pre-release where I kind of feel like I know what I'm doing, which will be fun, and where I'm gonna pull out of my savings account to buy cards. So that'll be.
I will say,
when I really know it's real.
I realize y'all talk about this game every week on this show of people who I don't know if anyone listening plays this game.
Some folks have said even though they don't play the game, they do enjoy listening to us figure it out. So I appreciate that.
There's a lot of figuring it out, by the way. It's not
pre-releases are the time to play the game. It is so much fun. It's really relaxed. People really like helping new players. Just this past weekend, so I'm in Washington, D.C. right now. I got to play Star Wars Unlimited this weekend with Jacob from the Cosmic Force twice, which is great.
Which is wild.
Yeah. Who I've been podcasting with for like 3 years, but only just met this summer, and now we got to hang out this weekend. But I also on Friday did a pre-release for the Spider-Man Magic the Gathering set. A game I have never played in person. I've played online this weekend to learn it, and it was so much fun. Everyone was so nice. I am not getting into Magic the Gathering, but I just kind of wanted to check it out. He messaged our unlimited chat, and we're all like, "No,
have you guys tried Magic? Holy crap!" And then Corey in 2 weeks is gonna be like, "You guys should probably start playing Magic," and I'm gonna take credit for everything.
Corey's gonna be like, "Have y'all ever heard of a Black Lotus? I just bought 10 of them." No, I've already committed to give my new Spider-Man cards to a friend of mine who does play the game, but pre-releases are super low stakes. They're really fun. This game comes out Halloween weekend, I want to say, which sucks, but
Yep. The pre-releases are going to be that, because it's what is it? Yeah, it technically comes out. Pre-release is so weird because it is the official release for fans, but you can't just buy it at the store until after it's done. So it's Halloween weekend is just know that your Saturdays, your Sundays, or the Thursday, Friday beforehand. Keep an eye on your local shops. I'm probably going to try to hit 2. We found out there's a new shop opening like 15 minutes from my house.
There you go.
A guy that beat me at a store showdown using Avar. I found out he's actually opening his own shop. And I'm like, okay, good for you. I'm not going to hold a grudge against it. We went 2-1, but
how about a discount?
Hang out.
Oz, you weren't on the show last week. We talked about Force Throw being banned.
Yes.
I have 2 decks that have force throw. What do I play now that I have to remove force throw from my deck? I have 3 of them in each deck. So
Do you have pillage in those decks?
I don't think so. I don't think I
mean,
have used that instead.
If you wanna hand hate, that's a good way. Obviously, that's a 4 cost, not a 1 cost.
Right.
The only deck I ever ran with force throw, I did Hantu blue for just a second in order to play it for Vegas. And I like pillage. It costs a lot, but it really screws your opponents over.
I like that.
It doesn't do,
I like to do that.
It doesn't do damage, but it eats their hand up, which will piss people off.
Especially in this new set where you got to just close and like plan your stuff a little more. So
yeah, I don't know. I'm not a good deck tech person. I steal my decks off the internet like God intended. I am not smart enough, and I don't have enough time.
Yeah, that's why I'm asking.
I would love to be able to play 100 games a week to test stuff, but I have a 3-year-old and a 1-year-old, and I just don't have the time for that. I let other people figure it out, and then I take it from them.
That's right. So everybody get ready. In a few years when we're on set 19 and both those kids are going to school 5 days a week, Oz is going to learn how to build some decks.
Dude, when my kids get a little older, maybe I'll get them into it. There are some kids in Jacob's local scene here.
Oh,
you met him. He's like 7.
Dude.
He's so good at this game.
Anytime I see a kid at a store showdown, I know I'm going to lose. Because the only way you're here is that you're paying $40 to play in this, is that you're going to beat my ass.
He's just,
no way.
What do you got? Okay, this, that, and
legendary.
Yes.
That's right.
Bless their hearts.
That's not what they sound like.
Although my first pre-release, I beat a kid and I felt bad about it, and then I learned that kids that play this game are very good, and now I take it as a badge of honor if I beat someone under 15.
Playing a kid in this game, it's kind of like the age-old thing of like wrestling a girl when you're in middle school or whatever. It's like, if you win, cool, you win, but if you lose, now you lost to a girl. You know, like
yep. No good way around it, everybody. Yeah. No good way around it, but then
you learn, like you said, these kids are good, so actually, badge of pride.
Badge of pride. Yeah, it's been fun. Our Youtini League has also been going well. Oz and I actually played each other last week. We both played an accidental Garsax and mirror match, which was very fun. But we're trying out a bunch of different decks. I'm playing Corey tomorrow, so I'll report back next week and let y'all know how that went.
Destroy him. Play pillage.
Yeah.
Piss him off.
Well, I was gonna say I was gonna say what I'm gonna play, but he did slack us something about the show earlier, so I don't know if you're watching right now, Corey. So I'm not telling you what I'm playing tomorrow.
Corey does hate decks that interact with his deck.
He really does. He doesn't
whether it's control or hand hate or like cunning, exhaust, and return to hand. He doesn't like it.
Oh God, a bamboozle can ruin my entire day.
It can.
Absolutely. That's why I can't play tall, because I'm just so worried that I'll make this really cool unit and then it'll get neutered.
That's a good way to put it.
On the topic of neutering, everybody, that is going to do it. Thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in. Thank you, Oz, for jumping on. Everybody, we're going to be back next week. I don't think we'll get another trailer, but hey, who knows? Star Wars is going to keep surprising us. If nothing else, I'm sure we'll get some card previews. Until then, make sure to stay tuned to Youtini.com for everything you need for Star Wars. Make sure you follow us on all of our social channels. Check out LEGO Star Wars Rebuild the Galaxy if you haven't. And we will be back with all the news from a galaxy far, far away. Until then, may the Force be with you.